Where's the Boss by Lois Harder.
The greenish glow of the northern lights danced across the Alaska sky like sheer curtains moving in the breeze at an open window. It was a cold, clear night, perfect for mushing along Alaska's famous Iditarod Trail.
Toby thought all the time that had gone into training for this particular race on his and his teammates padded along the hard trail. Mile after frozen mile, all those trips into the wilderness they had made to get ready for the Iditarod race.
Toby remembered the first time he had been in a harness and how the older dogs had laughed when he got tangled in the tug lines. He smiled to himself, remembering how scared he was when he was put in the lead position. Toby had been so proud when the team had followed him on the trail. It had taken 3 years to pick just the right team of dogs for this race. Toby puffed out his chest with pride as he thought where they were, the Iditarod Trail. He had heard of other dogs that racing boast that they had run the Iditarod Trail, and they envied them. Finally he was here.
The dog's boss was professional musher, Joe Haddock. Joe and his dog team had been competing in many sled races for 7 years. When Toby and his littermates were born, Joe had dreamed of traveling on the Iditarod Trail from Anchorage to Nome. Now it had become Toby's dream. He wanted to see the lights of Nome almost as much as Joe.
Joe built a 3-room cabin to live in the backyard. He built dog houses for Toby and his teammates. He also built a big dog barn for use when the weather was really cold and snowy. The dogs were Joe's life, and he was always thinking of better ways to care for them. He gave his dogs certain attention.
Toby was a large dog for a leader. Weighing 67 pounds, he had long legs that made him the ideal lead dog for working in deep snow. He was gray and white with the typical mask and coloring of an Alaskan Husky. He had a black stripe down the middle of his tail. His big brown eyes missed very little of what went on around him. The teams were very excited when they ran past the starting line. They were running in the famous Iditarod Trail. As the miles flew by, the dogs felt comfortable. As some dogs were able to close their eyes, they can doze off and run at the same time. The lead dog took over his teammate Crystal. He noticed she was dozing.
Psst. Hey, Crystal, you need to open your eyes. We are almost at the checkpoint where we can rest, and Joe will fix something delicious to eat.
Sorry, Toby. I was just dreaming about the finish line.
I can't wait to rest on some nice, fresh-smelling straw. Joe always makes a wonderful bed to rest on.
I'm drooling about the big chunks of warm beef and that tasty broth he cooks for all of us.
I'm looking forward to our 24-hour layover. We will have enough time to rest and visit each other. I look forward to these checkpoints. I get a little bored always being in the back. I know I am a good teammate, but I miss being able to chat with the rest of you.
I'm glad Joe gives us a lot of breaks. Hey, didn't you like those frozen fish snacks we had a couple hours ago?
Yes, sir!
Joe changes our booties. He always gives us a foot massage.
Yeah, and he puts them on so carefully. The booties are never too tight.
I like the colors of the booties.
The colors are great, Sweet Pea, but they really help protect our feet from the hard snow and ice. We have to have healthy paws so we can trot through the race without any trouble.
The team arrived to the 24-hour layover checkpoint. Joe wasn't feeling too well. He didn't say too much to his dog team.
Boy, our boss is sure quiet. He is usually so talkative and plays with us for a while.
I don't think he looks too good. Maybe he is feeling ill.
Don't worry. I bet with this long layover, he will get plenty of rest and he will be back to his old self.
Joe is a great boss. I wouldn't want to miss out on the finish line in Nome.
After the layover, the team was ready to go. They traveled several miles. Toby looked back over his shoulder to check on the team. He made sure each dog was in line and that no one was in trouble.
All of you look good. You are trotting just the right speed.
Thanks. I feel great.
Me too.
I feel like I could run 1,000 miles.
Now, Fox, we have to pace ourselves.
The dogs continued to keep their steady pace. The weather was good. Their paws felt great, and they were all feeling proud of themselves. Toby again looked over his shoulder. Unfortunately, this time something didn't look right. At first, he couldn't quite figure out what was wrong. His entire team was trotting at a good pace. All of them were alert. The sled looked okay. And suddenly, Toby realized what was bothering him.
Where's the boss? Where's Joel? I can't see him on the sled. Hey, Sweet Pea, is he running next to the sled?
I don't see him. Is he in the basket sleeping? Take a look, Digger.
No, he isn't in the basket.
If he isn't in any of those places, where is he?
Hey, we have to stop. The boss is gone. Joel's gone. Crystal, help me stop the team.
Everybody, we have to stop.
Both Toby and Crystal got the team to stop. Both of them looked over their shoulders, past the team, past the sled, and as far behind the sled as the darkness would let them see. There was no sign of Joe anywhere.
Oh no, what are we going to do? Where could he have gone? He just gave us snacks a couple of hours ago.
Now don't get yourself all upset, Beauty.
I bet Joe dozed off and fell off the sled.
He is probably back there on the trail yelling at himself for not paying better attention.
Crystal and I have been alone on a trail before, and we know just what we need to do.
Don't worry, Beauty. Toby and I can help the team turn around, and good luck for our musher.
Okay, team, we need to work together. We have to make a narrow turn, and it will take all of you to get this done.
We're ready to help!
Toby and Crystal guided the team to a full turn to the right, going back down besides the 14 other dogs and cutting a path past the sled. Each pair of dogs made a turn as the Toby and Crystal guided the team in a full turn to the right, going back down beside the 14 other dogs and cutting a path past the sled. Each pair of dogs made the turn as the dew in front of them passed alongside.
When it came time to swing the sled around, there was barely enough room on the trail, but the dogs pulled together and eased the sled around without spilling it.
Looking down the trail, the leaders still could not see any sign of Joe. Now they would have to get down to the business of finding the boss.
Not too fast. We don't want to run over Joe when we come up on him.
Toby and I will set the pace, and everyone will need to keep out a lookout for Joe.
All of us will look to the side of the trail in case you might miss something in front.
You bet! We need to find Joe!
The team began backtracking on their trail. Everybody's eyes were searching the trail ahead, and both sides looked for the boss. Toby would stop the team every now and then and sniff the air, trying to pick up the scent of their musher.
Toby, look up ahead. There is something in the trail.
Yup, yes, that's him.
I see him too, but why is he laying in the snow?
The team stopped beside the lump in the snow. It was their musher and beloved friend. Toby and Crystal sniffed at the cold body.
Is our boss all right?
He isn't moving. He has to be all right. He just has to be.
Toby put his nose close to the musher's face. He waited to see if he could feel Joe's breath.
He's alive!
Crystal and Toby quickly licked the snow off Joe's face and nuzzled him, trying to get him to wake up. No luck.
I think we're going to need some human help. Who should go for help?
Crystal is the fastest runner. I think she should go for help.
Yeah! Crystal, we will stay here and keep the bus warm.
Good
luck, Crystal!
Before Crystal could leave, she needed to be free from the tug line. Think quickly. She asked Beauty to help her choose through the back straps of her harness.
Oh, the boss gets so angry with anyone who chooses a line or harness. I don't want him to be mad at me and make me stay home next time.